Hi, James at Barber Creek. Today we're going to look at the MDT bipods. We got a triple pole and we got a double pole. Interesting about these is they've got the pick rail mount and the ARCA, so it can actually go on an ARCA rail or it can mount on a pick rail. So I'm going to start on a pick rail. And I've showed you a video on this one before, so I'm going to pull this lever down and you can see that it actually goes to that wide, or you push that button in and you can go much wider on the bipod itself, and you pull it one time and that's how long it goes. All right, so you can almost do a seated position. I'm going to lay this down and you can see how high this is. All right, so it's pretty high. And then they got the triple pole. That way, if you have to do a seated position. Now, the downside to the triple pole is it's actually a lot heavier. So watch this real quick. You can see how high this goes, all right? I can almost sit up, and not quite. I guess if I was shooting down at an angle, I could sit up. So let's pull the double pull off. Push this in. And again, we use these on the level 2 a lot now, and the students really like them because you don't have to put the extenders on like you do with the Atlas. This has the same setup. It can go ARCA rail outside, or it can go pick rail inside. So let's put it on the stock. All right, let's lower this down. So can you use it prone? Well, let's go over here and take a look. So I'm gonna walk over here and we're gonna set it prone. Now the good thing is, if I need to go lower up front, all I gotta do is widen it out, right? And I can do one leg at a time or however I want. So I'm gonna lay prone and show you that we can go prone with this one. All right. Okay, so I'm prone and very comfortable. It's easy to use. All right, so I can go prone with this one. And the good thing is we can go kneeling or seated. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring this in, and watch this. So I can literally sit down or kneel. So let's say I had a tripod in the back, like my spotting scope. I'm gonna bring this over, so let me bring this around to the other side. And if I was gonna do what we call the double tripod, or in this case, a bipod support, and I was actually kneeling right now, if you look, this is a really solid setup for the kneeling position. And you can see how high this thing went. I think it can go even a little higher if I pull this in a little bit more. All right, yeah. You can really see how high it went. But I like a little more stability, so I'm gonna bring it back out again. Okay. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this here for a minute, and then I'm gonna grab a bullet. Let me grab a bullet. So if you guys stand by, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna grab a bullet. All right, so I got a bullet. Again, we're not shooting really that far. Okay, so. All right, bring my right knee up. And we're gonna use the tripod support. Let me find that target down there, which is well hidden in the woods. Oh, there it is. Make sure the deer doesn't get away. All right. Everything looks good. Deer's on target. There we go. All right, so very easy to make that shot using this setup. I don't want it to fall forward. And I'm all done with my shot. You can see how quickly and easily this goes back to becoming a bipod again. Something they did do here, which is kind of interesting. This almost feels like what my wife uses to clean her nails. I can literally sand my nails with it. It's kind of cool, but it's probably going to be really good for wet conditions. So anyway, this is the triple pole. I believe that's the name. It's got a lot of tilt, as you can tell. And this is from MDT. Look how much you can tilt that gun over and lay on it. Okay. Triple pole, you saw the double pole, and really gonna help you guys so you don't have to carry around all this extra gear. It is a little bit heavier than an Atlas. It's a little heavier than the double pole, but again, if you're not carrying an extra front bog pod or tripod or bipod or something up front, this is a pretty cool little setup. I'll have to look online for the price and post that later. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and stay tuned for other videos.